What's up, YouTube? I wanted to share some of my knives that I carry the most and that I use for uh, everything. I carry two knives. I carry one in one pocket that's my utility knife for no matter what, cutting stuff, doing whatever. And then I carry another knife that's a little bigger for a defensive blade and it stays sharp, doesn't get used if at all. So I want to start with a couple of my first ones and move into more recent ones that I bought and that I really like to use for utilitarian purposes, cutting rope, digging, whatever, beating. So the first one is a Smith & Wesson Black Ops. I like this knife. It's got a good lockup. It's solid, and it has served me well. I really like this recurve in it with this cutting edge here, this point. Kind of a modified Tanto. It does have an interesting deployment, so it has this little switch. So it's not considered an automatic because this is an assisted opener. It does have a lock, so it won't accidentally deploy, but you just kind of pull that switch back, disappears. And I have beat this knife. You can see by the scales I've carried it quite a bit. The finish is wearing off of it, and it sees a lot of use. I've had this probably 4 years. I have never sharpened this knife and it's still holding a pretty good edge. I'm not quite certain what the blade material is. It says 4034 steel, so I'm not sure. Like I said, it seems to be holding up pretty well. So yeah, I really enjoy carrying that one. It is a little thicker blade. I've gotten used to thinner ones since, but I do carry that. The other one is an Altero Rat 2. And as you can see, I use the hell out of this knife. Aussite steel. Everyone that is into knives should know, about this blade. I've sharpened it quite a few times in, the probably 2 years I've owned it. I've cut sheetrock, cardboard, wire, dug with it, you name it, and it's holding up really nice. Still solid. Is a liner lock, so it's still got some travel left in that liner lock, but excellent blade. And I tend to carry this more than any of these, just because of its size, and I just like it. I mean, it's a really good blade, but it has seen a lot of use. Third one is my Kershaw Cryo, and you can tell by the blade that I do use this. I've beaten this knife. I've since gotten the black one and the Cryo 2, which is much larger, but I really like this. This was really hard for me to get when it came out because everybody was buying this knife because it's a Hinderer design. I believe this is the CR13 MOV steel. It is safe, speed safe assisted frame lock. Just a great knife. It's thin, nice to carry. Got a deep carry pocket clip, and like I said, I love carrying that knife as well. I rotate through my knives when I get tired of carrying them. I'll switch it up weekly, daily, monthly, whatever. Another one that I like is the Buck Vantage. You can see it has been used. It's got some scratches on the blade. Holding up really nice. Lockup's still nice. It is a liner lock, and it's still pretty much where it was when I bought it. Still sharp. I've never put an edge on this, and I really haven't hard used this knife. Never had the need to. The other reason I haven't is because this blade tip is really thin, and this grind is really thin. So cutting, you know, tape on boxes or paracord or whatever. But I do love carrying this knife. It does have a extremely deep carry pocket clip that I like. I think it's diamond wood scales, but enjoy that knife as well. And these next two are the Kershaw Hinderer designs. I've only had these about a year. I do use them and I do abuse them, but not to the extent of the Rat and the Smith & Wesson. But they are an excellent blade. And I never had a Tanto design, so this was the first one I picked up. And it does have the under wave on it. And then I picked up I should call this a clip point. I've used this more. The blade is just a little beefier, I think, than that. More conducive to cutting and doing whatever. As you can see, I got crap on it. I do use them. Skulls are still on there. The Hinderer skull. Excellent blade, frame lock, and solid knives. Love those knives. And then this one I picked up last year. This is the CRKT Ruger, and I've been carrying this probably for about a month now. I just switched it up, and I used this the other day. I was doing a little electrical work for a friend. Was in the attic, didn't have my drill or anything to penetrate the sheetrock, so I just used this to dig in there and dig it out, and then I brought it home and cleaned the blade. Still has an edge on it after doing that. Pride on it, so lockup is really nice. CRKT makes really good knives. There's no doubt about it. It's really smooth. Love the blade design, and out of all the Ruger knives that CRKT came out with, I like this one the best. I just like the blade shape. It is a little wider than some that I carry, but just a nice overall blade and tough. This one I've dug in sheetrock, wood, cut carpet and cars, you name it, I've done it with this. Same with this one, the Cryo. So anyway, just wanted to show you a couple of my favorite blades that I like and actually use. I have others, but these are the ones that I use the most, that I kind of go to. I have a case, a knife case, and I just open the drawer and grab a knife, and these are the ones I tend to gravitate to. So that's it. Some of my favorite utilitarian blades that I don't mind beating the crap out of, especially this Ontario. It wasn't very expensive. I think these were going for, what, 30 bucks at the time. Just fits in the pocket really nice, and does what I want it to do, you know. Same with the Cryo, same with the Ruger, same with any knife on here with the exception of the Buck. I'd be a little more gentle and careful about what I cut with it because I don't want to break the blade off. You know, it's not an expensive knife, but I do, even in my utilitarian knives, I want to use it, so I don't want to break it and then be without a utilitarian blade and then have to use my really good expensive blades to complete the task because I snapped this one off. But then again, that's what they're for, right? So anyway, thanks for watching. That's like I said, some of my favorite knives that I beat on, use daily for whatever it's called upon to do. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you.